Jeremy Wade's incredible encounter with this deep ocean monster. Ready to explore the unknown? Join renowned explorer Jeremy Wade as he unravels the riddle of a deep ocean monster that defies belief. What lies beneath the waves? How did Jeremy survive? Prepare for a surreal adventure. Can you face the abyss's secrets? The courageous explorer and respected biologist Jeremy Wade found himself on a perilous mission deep within the territory of the French Riviera. Because he had such a strong interest in marine life, he set out on a quest to find the elusive and rare deep open fish that were said to inhabit the unknown undersea realm. He was armed with his enthusiasm for aquatic species. As Jeremy made his way down into the murky depths with his reliable diving gear, his heart raced in anticipation of what was to come. As he proceeded further into the depths, the captivating marine life that was all around him presented a stunning picture. However, he did not lose sight of the elusive goal that had led him to that location. His attention was drawn to a magnificent scene just as he was beginning to lose faith. There, deftly navigating its way through the darkness, was the rare fish from the deep ocean that he had been looking for. The creature was a stunning example of how intelligently designed nature can be, what with its bizarre appearance and vivid colors. Jeremy stood in awe and thankfulness as he studied the magnificent fish, making the most of the fleeting opportunity to do so. Not only would this incredible event carve a memorable chapter into his exploits, but it would also give significant insights into the world's understanding of these mysterious underwater creatures. As he made his way along the craggy shoreline, he carried with him an attitude of resolve while keeping his eyes fixed on the far-off horizon of the ocean. The man was an experienced marine biologist who was on a mission to locate the elusive oarfish. The oarfish is a species that is entrenched in the legend of sea serpent myths. His expedition was methodically organized, and he went into it with a strong scientific interest and a profound fascination for aquatic life. The oarfish had remained a mysterious figure in the depths of the ocean due to its long, slender body and its indescent scales. He had heard rumors of its existence circulating through the years, and now he was determined to solve the mystery surrounding it. He was undeterred by the difficult search, and so he set sail in his vessel, despite the fact that the waters were unpredictable. He was motivated to move forward by a mixture of wonder and doubt, and he was anxious to present the world with the empirical evidence of the existence of the oarfish. His quest was a voyage of discovery, during which the distinctions between truth and myth were blurred, and the mysteries of the ocean were revealed for all to see. The oarfish, with its incandescent scales sparkling like valuable gems as it gently glides through the depths of the ocean, lives in a realm beneath the waves that is shrouded in mystery. The unusual sight of a buoy floating lazily on the surface of the sea has captivated this gorgeous creature, which is renowned for its elongated physique and regal bearing. After having its interest piqued, the oarfish approaches, its slithering body undulating gracefully as it does so. The rope that connects the buoy to the ocean floor becomes a beacon of fascination as the organism gets closer to it, enticing the creature to continue climbing higher. With each deliberate stroke of its elongated fins, the oarfish inches closer and closer to the surface of the water, which is only about 30 feet away at this point. The mysterious oarfish may have been able to catch a peek of the world above since the sun's rays were bouncing across the surface of the water. Yet ever wary, it hovers, almost as if it were caught between two realms, the well-known depths that keep its mysteries hidden and the mysterious surface that conceals untold treasures. For the time being, it continues to hang about, and its continued existence lends an air of mystery to a world beneath the sea that was already captivating. As Jeremy, a man with an exploratory spirit, dove deeper into the world of blue water diving, an extreme form of scuba diving, he found himself up against a number of hard obstacles. In contrast to typical diving, which takes place in calm, relatively shallow seas, blue water diving tested him to the very edge of his abilities and courage. He found himself confronted with the unsettling solitude of open water as he dove deeper and deeper into the vastness of the ocean. The visibility was poor, and the distance seemed to go on forever. The fact that there were no fixed points of reference combined with the undulating nature of the water presented him with a hostile and bewildering setting. His journey was made even more difficult by the fact that he had to contend with elusive and magnificent sea creatures. In spite of the fact that it was exhilarating, the unpredictability of such encounters required rapid thinking, as well as a profound respect for the creatures he came across. Jeremy's dogged tenacity and insatiable appetite for discovery enabled him to persevere in the face of overwhelming challenges. He embraced both the beauty of blue water diving and the challenges it presented with each dive, refined his abilities, and continued to acquire vital lessons. He had a difficult time maintaining his buoyancy, became disoriented, and was concerned about the impending risks associated with diving to deep depths. His lifelong devotion to the sport of scuba diving, along with his insatiable appetite for discovering new things about the ocean's depths, compelled him to go where few others had the courage to go before. The ability to maintain buoyancy at such tremendous depths was, however, a difficult skill to master. The shifting pressures and currents put his abilities to the test, and despite all of his training and expertise, he was unable to achieve perfect equilibrium no matter how hard he tried. With these more profound regions, the possibility of becoming disoriented was always there. It appeared as though darkness was surrounding him completely, forcing him to rely exclusively on his tools and his instincts. Despite this, he continued on his journey, resolute to conquer his anxieties and open himself up to the wonders that lay beyond the ocean's surface. He persevered because he was captivated by the possibility of unearthing obscure wrecks and unique species of marine life, but he was keenly aware of the risk that could be lurking below. In spite of the dangers, he maintained his vigilance since he was aware that a safe ascent to the surface required conscientious planning and a healthy respect for the strength of the ocean. Jeremy was resolute in his pursuit of his lifelong ambition to see an oarfish, even in the face of opposition from his close circle of diving companions and acquaintances. Jeremy's interest was initially piqued by the oarfish due to its enigmatic appearance, which consisted of a body resembling a long serpent. He was unfazed by the difficulties associated with night diving and made careful preparations, ensuring that all of his equipment was in pristine shape. As the sun descended below the horizon, he entered the murky waters with nothing but a solitary ray of light to direct his path. Despite the gloomy and mysterious atmosphere of the water at night, Jeremy did not lose sight of the objective of his search. After what seemed like an eternity, a majestic shadow materialized on the horizon just as he began to have second thoughts about everything. The elusive oarfish moved through the water with grace as the moonlight caught its silvery scales and caused them to sparkle. Jeremy was overcome with feelings of delight and astonishment, and as a result, his uncertainties vanished to be replaced with an overpowering sense of achievement. He had rejected conventional wisdom and gone into the unknown, and as a result, he had emerged victorious with a memory that would remain with him for the rest of his life. He walked to the edge of the boat and stopped there, transfixed by the scene that lay in front of him. The gigantic fish, which appeared to defy all dimensions, was seen swimming nearby. To his astonishment, he calculated that it was approximately 2.5 times as tall as he was, making it a true giant of the ocean. Under the warm rays of the sun, its scales glistened, reflecting a kaleidoscope of hues that mesmerized him and captured his imagination. As he watched the fish swim around, he couldn't help but become fascinated by its antics. It glided through the water with elegance thanks to the powerful propulsion provided by its sweeping tail. It would occasionally burst above the surface, almost as if it were attempting to reach out and touch the sky, before diving back down into its watery domain. He had the impression that the fish and he had a mutual but unspoken comprehension of the environment in which they lived. This gave him a feeling of kinship. The experience made him more appreciative of the natural wonders that surround us and brought to mind the immensity and unfathomable nature of the ocean floor. We hope you enjoy watching this video. Have you ever seen a river monster? Comment below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.